Jeffree Star is known as the influencer who can't be bought. Right. He's also the influencer who strategically tried to control the narrative around his very problematic and vile past. But of course, that could be set aside to make sure the masses get some swatches and an honest review.
I will say there was a point where I feel like there was always moi, makeup artist drama and beef online. I have not seen makeup artist drama in a long time. But there was one time it was always happening. Yeah. Every day you go on Twitter, on Instagram, it was like, ooh, girl.
Well, you know what it was? She moved to the farm.
Oh,
after she moved to the yak farm, it just kind of calmed down.
No comment.
All I'm saying is
no comments to add to that.
Oh, I definitely have been hearing you loud and clear this week. You've woken up the mother beast, and I'll be reviewing makeup starting again next week. So if y'all want an unbiased mother that's been reviewing makeup for 10 years, that has never accepted a coin from one brand to ever say a product is amazing, then stay tuned, because the back.
The difference in my lashes with this mascara is absolutely incredible. It truly did a phenomenal job. I mean, literally, just look at the difference. So I just lied straight to your face, and you probably believed it. These lashes, totally fake. And that's what brands do. They lie to you about how things work. Would you have known these were false lashes? Maybe not.
Look how long and lengthened my lashes look.
This literally just changed my life. This looks like false. This is how? What? So I just lied straight to your face. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless. And I'm not sure anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara. So I just lied straight to your face.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Charlie. Please consider subbing before you exit this video. So we have AMBERLYNN upset by criticism being weighed out by BMI, Michaela N lying in 4K, a lot of respected beauty gurus voicing their opinions, and Jeffree Star returning to capitalize off of mess that doesn't stem from his own doing. Let's get into it. When Michaela said that mascara changed her life, she may have been playing it up, but she kind of spoke it into existence. I'm seeing Michaela on my Twitter timeline as much as I'm seeing Krishan and Blueface, and that's not a good thing.
Take her outside. There's nothing to talk about.
there's nothing to talk, like, all that's gonna do is add fuel to the fire.
No! No, Kim.
I gotta take you. I gotta take you.
Come here. Hey, come here, bro. What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Blue, what are you doing that for?
Oh, don't worry, there's a few videos coming out when it comes to those two. I started to hear about Michaela around the start of the Panini Press. I had a couple of viewers and friends send me her TikTok saying that I love makeup, and she's clearly very talented. I never really kept up with her content, but I knew she was extremely popular in the beauty space on TikTok. My interest in her started to peak a bit when I watched a video Dustin Daily uploaded several months ago. Dustin got my attention from the start, so I made sure to watch the whole thing through.
For years now, people have been looking for influencers that aren't sellouts, that tell the truth, that aren't involved in scandals every week. And up until TikTok started taking off, there wasn't very many options. Now that quick consumable media is on the rise, it brings new faces and new personalities that you may not have otherwise seen, as well as new content creators. But are they people that we can trust? Should we believe someone just because they're new to the fold? Just because they don't have any previous scandals that we don't know about? That just seems a bit naive, doesn't it?
As much as I enjoy following drama in all different corners of the internet, my main focus was on Canada. If you're not new here, you already know. Now, AMBERLYNN REID, who is another problematic YouTuber and never-ending victim, likes to often compare the amount of criticism she receives to other problematic influencers with lower BMIs. There's obviously a large number of creators who cover and highlight the actions of those with lower BMIs, but AMBERLYNN feels she has it the worst.
I know that there's always going to be judgment, but I just feel like the level of judgment that I receive is off the charts. I've never seen anything like it on any other YouTube video, any other YouTuber.
Through the years, AMBERLYNN chose to capitalize and lean into a lot of what she gets criticized for. But the amount she laughed all the way to the bank with is dwindling. So she's amped up with complaints and no longer wants to feel silenced. Still waiting to hear who silenced her and how, but in the meantime, I figured this might be a great segue to mix in a variety of BMIs. AMBERLYNN can't fathom some of the backlash she's received due to some of her content, like baiting. Then she should see how much backlash Michaela is receiving due to being a greedy liar over some mascara and lashes. Now, I've been following a lot of what some people are calling mascara gate over the last few days. I was originally just going to follow it on Twitter and TikTok, send out a couple of tweets with my opinion, and then go back to checking up on Chantel, AMBERLYNN, and Krishan. Until I started seeing what seemed like celebratory tweets about Jeffree Star. I had to pause to confirm I was reading what I thought I was reading. Unfortunately, I was. So what I started to gather was a large amount of people were excited for Jeffree's possible return to makeup because Michaela's a liar. I know you lying. Jeffree Star is known as the influencer who can't be bought. Right. He's also the influencer who strategically tried to control the narrative around his very problematic and vile past. But of course, that could be set aside to make sure the masses get some swatches and an honest review. Disgusting. Two things can be read at once. Many things can be read at once. Michaela attempted to deceive millions of her supporters and lied about it multiple times since. Jeffree Star is a vile person whose makeup reviews shouldn't outweigh what he's done through the years. He sees an opportunity to crawl back into a space he helped destroy, and many are applauding.
Oh, hello everyone, welcome back. Normally you're used to hearing welcome back to my channel, but on TikTok now. I've taken 2 months off from reviewing makeup, and girl, y'all really awoken up the Loch Ness Monster. Let's open this up and address the hot topic. So allegedly, L'Oreal has been sending out this mascara and Miss Michaela reviewed it. The internet blew the up, and a lot of people think that she's wearing a false lash at the end of her eye. Now, as a makeup artist, since I was 20 years in the game, it looks peculiar. It looks bizarre. The mascara's on, it looks cute, and then all of a sudden there's a swish, and all of a sudden there's some extra on the end, and I don't know what the it is. So we're gonna review this unbiased. You couldn't pay me $1 million to say this good. You can't pay me anything because I make my own money, my own dollar. I'm independent, and there's nothing wrong with taking sponsorships. Let me just start off by saying that. Get your coin, get your hustle. But Michaela, you set the tone now. I used to set the tone on YouTube. When I said something did not work, the internet knew I was telling the truth.
The criticism around Michaela has been growing, along with the victim complex I'm starting to notice with her as well. There's starting to be more and more comparisons between her and Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn is another influencer who has made a ton of excuses, has been caught lying, and also tried to address low-hanging drama when there's much bigger accusations surrounding her. Imagine addressing the topic of a stray cat over the conversation that surrounds her brand Cozy, a brand name that may have been taken from a much smaller creator who has since decided to shut down altogether since Jaclyn's release.
I do not think she's a microchip.
No microchip?
Nope.
Are you positive? Because the internet thinks that I am lying.
So I'm gonna make no sense positive.
You should do a post while you're in here, and all of us can say we're
I
witnesses.
know, they're all witnesses right now. There's the old microchip. Microchip. Makes them boastful or cry. Like, I'm not an asshole. Yeah, that's been important years.
For sweetness.
I would hope this is not the road Michaela wants to be compared to. Being a liar who capitalized on their influence is a choice. Michaela can now choose to take a moment, take in the concerns being voiced by her viewers, and address it, without excuses, without pointing the finger towards creators who cover her, and without being defensive. It wasn't too long ago she was highly criticized for that very entitled dinner time rant.
Alright, we got Caesar salad with a little bit of Caesar dressing. You know, I'm feeling like a today, so I'm gonna clap back at people because I'm tired. I'm so tired. Every single day, I get up at 6 a.m. I spend about 5 to 6 hours filming video content that ranges from 3 to 4 videos, and then I spend a few hours editing that video content. Then I have to work on my other social media profiles, whatever it may be, Instagram, whatever. It's marketing. Then I'm in meetings from 12 to 5. I literally just finished working. It's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds, try it for a day. It is not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people who can actually do this job. Because it's absolutely insane. You do not want to have this job. I'm just saying.
Oof, that was a choice. Over the last few days, several influencers who do have a lot of respect of their audience have spoken out and made valid points.
I am so shocked right now, and I feel like I'm gonna regret posting this because I love my peers, I love the beauty community, and I stay out of drama. I don't want to talk shit about anybody, like, at all. But I was just stretching after my workout, and I was on TikTok, and I saw like a big influencer who like I respect, and like she's awesome, and I like her TikToks a lot. But I just saw a sponsored post. I'm like shaking because I'm so shocked. I saw her do a sponsored post, which that doesn't matter, because whatever, sponsorships are awesome. I do them all the time. But it was about a mascara. And when she shows like the finished product of the second coat, she's like wearing Ardell Demi Wispies or something. Like there's falsies there. Like it's very clear. It's very, very clear. But she's saying that they're not falsies, it's just the mascara. I'm just like, damn. That really sucks. Like for the rest of us who are so honest, that really sucks. Kind of disappointed me, but what can you do?
That is 3 coats, you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be shady. Not to, because it's funny. Okay, it's funny. It's just a joke. If you don't know what's going on, which you do, you're watching this, so you know. I don't want to be a part of Pile On. I don't think it's cool. I do think that as influencers, we have a very, very clear responsibility, and we have one job, and that one job is honesty with our viewership. If the product looks lackluster, it's what it looks like. You have to allow reviews to look lackluster. You have to allow them to stand alone. Unfortunately, I can't test out this mascara for you because L'Oreal's not cruelty-free and I only use cruelty-free makeup. So L'Oreal, get your shit together. The problem with this situation is that it starts a side eye and a deterioration of the relationship between reviewer and viewer. If you show a result as it is not, which in this situation is very obvious to viewer and everyone who, you know, we're all makeup lovers. We're all makeup obsessed. We know a lash when we see one. You can't pull a fast one on Big Daddy. I think about the people that when they sit down and buy a product that I make a recommendation on, I don't want them to think, what am I doing wrong? Why doesn't it look like that on me? And I think that it's our responsibility and duty as influencers to keep our authenticity. It's what we have. And it's really unfortunate because then everybody starts to think everybody's a liar. And that's just not the case. And I don't even think Michaela's a liar. I think that this was a really, really, really big lesson. And this one, I get this all the time. They're like, oh my God, it's just makeup. It's just mascara. True. It's deceptive marketing. So outside of what we know to be just makeup, yes, it's just a mascara at the end of the day. You don't even have to buy it. But it is deceptive marketing. We have to call that out when we see it because somebody is going to go out and spend their hard-earned money on a product that you recommend, that the results will never and can never look like the end results because no mascara can make your lashes be false lashes. No mascara can create Demi Wispies. Mascara is lackluster. It just is. It will never look like this because it isn't this. And that's okay. But you got to let it be what it is. And, you know, I've been doing this for 10 years and it's just really unfortunate. And you got to have your wits about you and you need to use your common sense. And I think the cool thing is that you guys did. If you look for a silver lining in any of this, you totally used your common sense. You saw something that didn't sit right and you said it and you were right. The reason I'm even putting my 2 cents in, which I typically don't like to do, is because when you see it happen, it's just like, oh man, come on. Because we already aren't trusted. And so many of us are trustworthy. I think Michaela included. This was just a really unfortunate situation with the sponsorship. And I don't know what happened. It's very surprising. And I hope that from here on out, we don't have any more of these issues. My 2 cents of somebody who's been doing this for a really long time.
Alyssa actually definitely drove home one of the biggest issues with what Michaela did.
I'm editing this video right now on this mascara, so that'll be up after this one, but I just have to get this off my chest and I want to share a story. Because I see other people making videos, other influencers, saying that it's just a mascara, it's not that fucking deep, get over it. And saying that, you know, we've all done a few things for a check, we've all lied in reviews for a check. So I want to share a story. So back in, this was years ago, I had to have been like maybe 18, maybe 17, and I was still living at home with my mom, and this was before my influencer days when I was watching people. And I remember this one YouTuber in particular, I'm not gonna say any names, I remember she was pushing this product so hard. It was like a whole thing, right? I can't be specific with what it is because I think it'll be a dead giveaway, but she was pushing it. And I remember going to the site and I'm like, damn, I can't afford this. I don't think I was even like really like working at the time. I think I was on my first job maybe. I could not afford it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, but I really, really want this. I want this so bad. It was a set of something. So, you know, obviously, you know, I'm just kind of like doing research and it says that you can like buy it with PayPal. I'm like, oh. So I literally opened up a PayPal credit line for $500 and I spend the majority of that on what they were selling. I get the product. I'm so excited and it's fucking awful. The quality was piss poor. It was just awful. And in that moment, I felt like, wow, did I just get played to purchase something because this person just sold it to me? And obviously, you know, I was old enough to make my own decisions, so I'm not blaming anyone for me doing that. And for your records, I paid off the PayPal credit. But I say all that to say, in that moment, I was so desperate to get that product that I went through those lengths to get it, only for it to arrive and be bad. So when I am reviewing products and I'm talking about products on my platforms, I always think about that. I think about that desperate Alyssa that wanted that so badly, even though she couldn't afford it. And I just did what I had to do to get it anyway. I think about the people that could potentially be in that predicament where maybe they don't have it, but they see me reviewing it and they trust me so much that they go spend their last on it. So when people are demoting the situation to, oh, it's just a mascara or anything, to, oh, it's just that. No, it's not just that. If you are an influencer, you're literally giving people that trust in you to trust you to fucking tell the truth. I got a little tongue tied because I'm so passionate about it, but like, it's not right. People are trusting you to spend their money. So it's not just a fucking mascara. No, these are real people. These are people that might have been as desperate as I was to buy what was being sold to me. And that's always something I think about. And that's something that people should consider when they're selling product.
Oh my God. It's a paid ad for mascara. No one is saying that we expect her to say it didn't work. But if you're doing a paid ad for mascara to show how it lengthens your lashes, don't add a falsie that...
There's a common theme with Michaela's dinner time rant and her most recent lie. Her inability to read the room and be aware who her audience consists of. Whether the product is $5, $15, or $100, it's a product that may be purchased based off of the trust her viewers have in her. The foundation of Michaela's platform is built off of trust. She broke that due to greed. That one TikTok post probably paid her more than most of her supporters see in one calendar year. And let's not forget the current decline of the economy. Not only does her average viewer probably work a traditional job that doesn't afford the luxuries she has, but there's a chance some of those viewers may be without a job soon. Those same viewers can still choose to engage with her content and drive those numbers up. And that's just a small example of the privilege she has. Her viewers don't have the allowance to make mistake after mistake on the job and remain employed. Should Michaela? It's up to her, so we'll see. The aftermath of most of this lies with Michaela and what she chooses to do, and how she chooses to address it, if at all. As of the recording of this video, Michaela hasn't said a word. I'm not sure if she has a PR team, but I hope she at least has a friend who can help her navigate taking accountability. And I hope that friend is not Jaclyn Hill, or any of the other influencers claiming they'd lie for a bag too. There's a lot to learn from Jaclyn Hill and her past on her platforms without transforming into her. If she hasn't already, this would be the perfect time for Michaela to start taking notes. Some falls from grace can hurt more than others. So what are your thoughts with this mascara gate? How many lies are too many for a supporter to finally pull their support? Why do you think Jeffree Star is being celebrated? Do the reviews of beauty products mean more than removing dangerous creators from their influential pedestal? Well, that's the video. Last I saw, AMBERLYNN is choosing to take a break from Instagram Q&As. The mixing of BMIs is a great suggestion though. I probably should start turning more of my Twitter feed into content. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed any part of this video, please consider giving it a like. It supports the channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you are subscribed and not getting notifications, Please unsubscribe, resubscribe, and set your notifications to all. You know the drill. And a huge thank you for all the support from my channel members and patrons. Later, Cluster.
You're my soulmate.
I got blessings falling on me. I got weapons, need no army. Stat like Tetris, you don't know me. Stat my fatty, you don't know me. Okay, hey now, it's a new kid on the playground. So many bags on me, you would've thought I would get spray ground. Now they know I don't play around. I can hear what you're saying now. I just doubled up my flight miles. Coast to coast, no they ain't in town. I get rich, watch, then I get a sick watch. Watch me hit the top, I might make a TikTok. Left hand, right hand. Catch the latest trend, I might double up my net worth. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, I know you know now. Best cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, I know you know now. Best cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. Made a wish, now I'm here now. It's for real now. I got everything I wanted.